Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Today I'm gonna do a video with my new eyeshadow palette, which I can't wait to try. I actually seen this eyeshadow palette coming out few weeks ago, probably. I don't think it's months, and I was like, Yana, you don't need this. Yana, you don't need another eyeshadow palette. But the crime's been done. I went to Boots, and guess what? I did try it, I did touch it, and I was like, okay, I can't live without this palette. So the eyeshadow palette I'm gonna try today is this Huda Beauty Empowered, which honestly, how beautiful it is. It's just, yes. And when you open it, it's even nicer. So let's look at it. This is how the palette looks from outside, which honestly, I really like this packaging because I have the first Huda Beauty eyeshadow palette, which was the see-through top, which honestly, that eyeshadow palette is like the first amazing eyeshadow palette I've ever had, but the packaging is just not good enough, and my eyeshadows is a little bit like broken, especially the black one, which I need to do something about it because everything is black every time I use it. Every time I touch it, I traveled with it, and of course I had black around my luggage, so I need to do something about it. So firstly, the packaging is very nice, not too heavy, but exactly what you need for traveling and just using it every day. But when you open it, it's like beautiful. Look at the eyeshadow palette. This is the justice I'm giving you with the eyeshadow palette. It's just magical. It's so creamy, so pigmented. I believe that some of the shades, especially this one, is like a jelly creamy texture. That's at least how it looks like. This one looks a little bit jelly creamy, and I think this one as well. But honestly, if you know me, you know that this is literally my color look. I can use every single color because it just goes very well nicely together. And yeah, I'm definitely sure I will be using this eyeshadow palette quite often, which I'm thinking about doing a challenge for me, but let's try it first. Honestly, I couldn't wait for this day to finally put my hands in it. Without further ado, let's start. I already applied my makeup or my foundation and my eyebrows just to speed up the process so we don't get distracted, and my video is literally not a 35 minutes of me talking and chatting and doing everything. I'm just using a standard blending brush. I like this one because it doesn't have a long hair, and it's quite sturdy, so it can work out exactly. Especially I like to do it for my transition color and stuff like that. What I like about this color, that it does have a transition colors, which a lot of eyeshadow palettes that I have do not have actually a light natural transition color, and I really struggle with that, so that's very good. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna use this light shade Power, which, okay, actually, let's have a second for the names because these names are just another level. Power, Get It, Best Self, Legacy, Winner, Rebel, Worthy, Purpose, Limitless, Confident, Charisma, Keep Going, Big Dreams. Listen, honestly, this palette speaks me. This is what I would name these shades if it was me. So I had to have it. I feel like this is a destiny. So let's do it. I'm gonna use a Power, and I'm gonna apply it into my crease, which has a light orangey undertone, which I don't mind, especially for the, I actually don't even know what look I'm gonna do today, so that will be interesting because a lot of times I want to go very natural and then we end up all the way in. For the second shade, I'm still gonna use the same brush, as the brush was clean. That's what I usually do. When you start with the light colors, you can go darker, but then obviously you can't go from darker to a light again. So I'm gonna use the same brush, and what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna use this color, or this shade Legacy, which is it looks like dark orangey browny color. And again, I'm applying it just on the outside of my eye, outside corner, and taking it out, blending it. What I love about a good eyeshadow palette is that it doesn't take you long to create a look, and you can go. That's what I like. When you have an eyeshadow palette that is very hard to blend, very hard to use, the pigmentation is not there. Or what I do, and that's what I'm gonna do today, I don't really mind going outside and a little bit lower with my eyeshadows, because I'm gonna correct everything with a concealer after I finish my eyes. That's something what I do when I don't want to use the tapes and I still want the defined eye look, which basically lifts my eye. So that's what we're going to do today. So I don't need to worry too much that I am a little bit out of my, little bit just right under my eye. I'm gonna take an angled brush, just literally the one that you would use for eyeliner, and I'm actually scared. I want to use a brown color, but this one is creamy, and I'm not sure if I use the creamy one, it's gonna do what we do, but we try. I'm not sure if it's tend to be like a, let's try. And I want to just do it a little bit very straight to my eyeliner, lash line. Okay, it actually works pretty well. It's not super strong. I really like it. It's very settled, which you can apply eyeshadow over the top to make it more pop. Okay, so that's what it is. I really want to try this Manifest. If you see, it's like a lava, if that's how you say it in English. It's like an eyeshadow and there is some kind of gel over the top, which is very exciting, but at the same time quite scary. Not sure if I want to dig into it, but I think I'm gonna use this one, which is Sigma E49. And I'm gonna use a shade Confidence, which is this dark brown. And we're just going to try to tap and go a little bit over. Just make it as a shade. Over that line, so it's not so precise. Don't really like it. I don't really like it. Okay, when you don't like your makeup, that's what we do. We are going to take fingers and we're going to use this shimmery shade. Do it, which basically tells you to do it. This is the swatch. Honestly, it's so nice, so pigmented, so creamy and soft when you touch it. And what we are going to do, just tap it on the outside of the corner of the eye. Which is very, very beautiful. I do really like to apply eyeshadows with my fingers. The only problem is that when I have, like, this is the longest nails I can have, because if I have longer nails, it's literally, that's where it ends. You can't really get the tip of the fingers where you actually want to apply the eyeshadow, and it's struggle. So yeah, that's very nice and settled. But me being me, we need to go to a more glitter. So we have an option of going gold or going these bold moves. Let me try the bold moves. Wow, it's a proper gold. This one. So I guess we're going all in. Okay. If you see, this gold is literally beautiful. It transferred without flaking, without too much fallout, which is interesting. And it has very like a goldy but champagne gold shimmers in a way that it's not yellow gold, which is different because the Limitless is yellow gold. So let's finish with the bold moves. Okay, I can already see myself. This is my Christmas autumn look. This is like me going all in, glitter everywhere because we love glitter. When I use glitter, you need to bring it back with just a natural matte color. So what I'm going to do, I am going to use the Legacy again, which was the dark brown, and just deepen up the crease. And if you do this tactic, or if you do it like this, you can a lot of times erase the harsh lines, or if you don't like the way how it's cutting on the eye, this is just a very easy way how to blend everything together and just make it work. Okay, let's go Limitless. And we're just gonna apply it in the center of the eye. If you see that little bit of a goldy, oh, that's beautiful. I did turn on another light and I'm not sure if that's actually okay or not. Let's try without. I'm still like trying to work it out how I'm gonna do the lights and everything because I don't want to be too bright, I don't want to be too dark. I want the real color, but that's something I need to work out. And now we're going to use concealer, which I'm using the Born This Way from Too Faced. And I am going to cut this here to make sure that my eye is lifted up, which I find is actually the easiest way to do it when I'm doing my makeup and I want to go and quickly get done in the mornings when I go to work. So that's something I do all the time. And now I'm taking my brush and literally just work the, and this is what I do. I always make sure I take that concealer up the face, which literally just changes the whole way how the face looks. This concealer is super like full coverage. This, okay, maybe not super, for me it's very super high full coverage, but I really like it. It's probably my third bottle and it just somehow works. You know, you have these phases of doing your makeup that this is what you use then, that's what you use then, and this is my, for now, quite long time I've been using this. Sometimes I use sponge, sometimes I use brush. Basically you are tapping the product in. That's how I do it. Actually, just to make it work, make it blend. So that's that. I'm going to use Hourglass brightening shade under my eye, which I'm going to apply with a brush. I really like this Real Technique brush for exactly this under eye powder, so that's what we are going to use. And we're just going to fix it. You know that I'm not a very powdery person, but the under eye and especially the concealer I really like to fix just because it looks nicer and it makes the, you can see this line, which just have it. I think I need to drink more water, but that's a whole life struggle. I really like these ambient brightening powders. But honestly, I have this literally 2 weeks and I feel like my bronzer is so down. It's making me feel like I'm gonna use it and Christmas is not even gonna be here. So I think it's a little bit too small. So to finish my eye look, I'm gonna finish the under eye area, which I do prefer a brush that is short and is quite hard, that it gives you that very defined look. And I'm gonna use this rougher. I actually have no idea what it's called, and it's the number 2 or 02. And I'm gonna use just Courageous, which has a nice little shimmer. I think it actually looks oh, okay, maybe it's not. It is like it has a little bit of purple. And what I'm going to do, I'm just going to and that's what I like. And it has a nice purpley shade. Honestly, one thing about this palette is that you have a palette and then you have a 15, 18 shades, and you can't literally, you can use 8 because half of it is just not your color or doesn't match together, or they're so misplaced that it's just doesn't create a vibe. It doesn't create a theme. And with these eyeshadows, this palette, I really feel like every single shadow can be used together, and it's just they just complement each other, which is something that I really love about the palettes. Because I feel like a lot of people, when they don't know what to use, how to do their makeup, when they have palette like this, they can just try and it works. But if you have a palette that has different tones, colors, it's just like, what am I doing? It's too overwhelming for them, and then they feel like they can't do it. So just my personal opinion. So yeah, that's about it about my eyes. Let's finish my face, which today I'm going to use Makeup by Mario, and is this creamy contour. Well, it's not even contour, it's a creamy scalp transforming skin enhancer. I have it in shade light medium, which you see I hit the pen, and honestly this product is amazing. For this product I really like to use this brush. It's the Sigma F79. I really like how I actually like this brush to use for most things, but when it's clean I can always make the decision, and the first decision is what I'm gonna use it for. And I really like this product. It's so easy to use, to blend, and it just gives you this nice healthy color, which honestly on the skin it's just so fresh and dewy, which a lot of things can be very hard to. Like, I was doing my Halloween makeup and I used my old school MAC, like the concealer, a very dark one, and that was impossible to get out of the face, and I still felt like I'm so orange, which, okay, for a Halloween makeup it didn't really matter, but that's all I could ever saw. And on all photos it was just I saw it everywhere. So down the nose, it's just something I always do. Always make sure that I go down my neck, as you can see, especially when you're so like light like I am. It's very important that you touch your neck. Okay, like let's talk about when I have a white shirt at work. That's like my number one thing that I'm always crazy that if I'm gonna have it all over my collar. I have to say sometimes I do, sometimes I don't, which is we're working on it. So yeah, that's about it. I just feel like it gives you such a fresh look. That's honestly this product, I recommend it to everyone. And I have the second bit of Makeup by Mario, which is Sculpting Transforming Skin Perfector. Is it the same thing? No. Two together is just... Mwah. Mario knows what he is doing. And let me tell you, tomorrow, this is when I'm filming the video, tomorrow he's coming out with a new palette, and I really, really, really wanted the brown palette, like really. But as you see, eyeshadow I'm using today and all my collection, brown is like the #1 color. So I was like, Yana, you don't need this, you don't need this. So I haven't bought it yet. I'm like, let me see if one day I see it amazingly in discount. I'm like, that's what I want. But he's bringing that palette, literally very similar, but half of the shades, I think half, is glitter. And like, that one, I don't think I will be able to just say no. So that's tomorrow. That's like, if you know me, it wants a very strong will, and that's what I don't have with makeup. It's just, you need it. You need it. We're not eating, but we need your makeup. So this is the Perfector, which is basically powder product, and it has a three different shades built together, and it's just mwah, beautiful. Light, medium again, and you just mix it all together. And the way how I saw it being written and the directions how to use it is basically going from outside of your face inside. So that's what I'm going to do, which even, to be honest, it's the same. But we are just bringing that sun-kissed face okay, I still have my imperfections, like, let's not talk about it. This is actually, hopefully we are on the way to getting it sorted, which I will tell you in my another video about my skincare, because there are things that I believe that they are literally like must-haves, and I did not repurchase, and my skin was literally speaking to me like, Yana, that's the price you pay for not buying us. So yeah, so I really, really like these two products. And Makeup by Mario, honestly, everything that I had so far from Makeup by Mario is just amazing. And they actually, before Sephora came to UK, they were selling, they were shipping to UK, so it was actually very nice and quite quick to get it, and I have not been hit by any customs, so that was a good thing. So yeah, as a blush, I'm actually gonna use this old blush. This blush is literally so old, like it's a crime, but I like it. And listen to me, it's not doing me anything. It's a blush. We're gonna use it until it dies. So it's this H&M, literally old school, but I love this color for so long. Golden Peach was the color, and this is the shade. And honestly, it's actually quite dark for me, but it just works perfectly. I can't. Give me the cheeks. Okay, I actually think it looks darker on the camera than it is in real life. It's just this beautiful peachy, reddish, goldy. It's just all the colors together. It's just give you like a healthy look, which I really, really love. Yep, cheeks are done. As a highlighter, I'm gonna use this Pat McGrath, which is new to my collection. It's the Pat McGrath / Bridgerton, which honestly, when I saw it at the airport, I was like, I have to have this. I literally, my flight was delayed, and I was like, that's a sign, you need to go back and buy those makeup things. So I did go and I did buy, which this is how the highlighter looks. And I said to myself, Yana, you're not buying any highlighters, like you have highlighters for life. But I couldn't. All I was looking around me, and I was so glittery, and there was one quadruple eyeshadows that I loved, the glitter, but they didn't have it. They just had it there like on display, but they didn't have any in stock. So one day. I don't think I've seen it on website as well, so yep. And honestly, this highlighter is a dream. Just so beautiful. And yeah, I'm still the highlighter girl. Like, we don't get over. Just, it's what it is. This is how I use my highlighter. I do go under my eyebrow, just to give it a little bit of a shine and connection. What we can do, like old school makeup people, we can go into inner corner. I actually feel like I never used to do it when it was trendy, and sometimes I do it now. And because it has a little bit of a goldish shade, it just works nicely with our eyeshadows. And as a last thing, I wanted to use a fake lashes, but no, I'm going to use mascara. I actually got a new mascara. It's the KVD, and I got the mini because if you know me and mascaras, I just can't find my one. So when I saw the mini, I was like, I need to have this. It's the Go Big or Go Home. Honestly, all these names speaks me. So this is the mascara. It's quite cute. I really like it. So let's see. And what I like about mascara, it needs to have the natural brush, which this one had. So I thought it might be potential okay purchase. So let me try and see. And honestly, I already know I like it because I like dry mascaras. Like, I hate when they are new. It takes me half year until I can start using it. And this one is on a drier side. And I would say it's a very nice natural mascara. And I actually like the minis because they are very nice to work with. They're cute, small. Like, okay, I keep saying like. I watch some YouTubers and they make fun of it. So here I am saying like. Okay, I'm impressed. I am actually very, very impressed. This mascara is exactly what I need. Gives you the volume. It doesn't give you a lot of length, but I don't need a lot of length. It's not like I need to have such long lashes when they are mine, because they can easily look very spidery. You can build up the mascara, which is plus. Doesn't smudge. I love it. Good. I am happy. I'm happy. When you do the right decision, the right purchase, it's always make you feel better because you didn't waste your money. So this might be new favorite. So far, my favorite ones are MAC. Like, MAC mascaras are the ones that they worked for me over the years. Everything else is just like trying, but not working. Another thing we're going to use today is a new setting spray. I bought this e.l.f. setting spray to be just honestly, I just couldn't dedicate 20 something pounds for the Urban Decay one again, which, so I saw this one, I think it was £9 in Boots, and I said to myself, like, maybe. It says shake, even like, and it says up to 16-hour wear. Stay all night. That's like all night. Some people go clubbing all night, some people go to work all day. So same thing. We need it to work. Okay, I like the mist. It's like the Rihanna, the Fenty one. That was mwah. That spray was just amazing. It's actually so fine that you can't even feel it, like the mist touching your face, which is fine. Even I'm go all in or go home kind of girl. And last thing is a lip product, which is again a new thing. It's a revolution. Listen, I said to myself, I'm not buying anything for lips because I have so many lipsticks that I could probably go to next 10 years with my lipsticks. But let's be real, I can't commit to that. So I actually like this one. I was like, even I don't like a liquid lipstick, a liquid nude. Don't ask. I just saw this one and I tried it on my hands and I can still see literally a shade from that, and that was yesterday morning. So probably it's the Matte Bomb Liquid Lip, and the shade is Delicate Brown, which I actually kind of like the idea of having brown and nude colors for the autumn. So let's try it. I really like the packaging because it's quite small, chunky, thick, but cute. I like the applicator because again it's chunky, quite big, cute, and I felt like this brownie color. It's quite liquidy. I really like the shade. Overall, let's summarize it. This palette was the start of this video, and I have to say, go get it. Do not blame me, you need it. You definitely need to have this palette in your collection. It's something that I will be using quite... Listen, tomorrow is Monday. Let's see. I will try to use it every single day, and I'm pretty sure I go with the flow. So I wake up and I'm like, this is what I'm using. There is no science behind it, but I will try to challenge myself and try every single shade. And I really love this look. I really, really love it. As you can see, so actually, fun fact, there is something written on the back which says empowered. Having the knowledge, confidence means our ability to do things or make decisions for oneself. Know your worth and always be your #1 fan with the Empowered Eyeshadow Palette inspired by your right to thrive is your best self. Look, feel, and be empowered within a universe abundant in golds, coppers, browns, and neutral, expressed in matte gel liner hybrid. Okay, so it was gel liner. Who would have known? Wet look shimmer and foiled chrome metallic textures. Big dreams manifested. Bold moves do it. Power, get it. Listen, I'm all for it. This palette is literally me in a palette. So thank you, HUDA. So anyway, that's me talking. That's me speaking. Let's finish this video so it's not so long. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you watched till the end, thank you very much. Hopefully you click the like button, subscribe if you're not subscribed, leave a comment, and go and check me on Instagram or TikTok, which I'm currently like, listen, we go in there. I've been avoiding it for a few years. I know that maybe I'm later or late to the game, but listen, there are no rules. We go in all big. So I thought that this might be a way how to stay connected and share more things, because as my friends keep saying, there is a lot to share, but it's just the timing. So no excuses. We gonna keep trying doing that. So go and check my socials, as we like to say. And thank you very much for watching till the end. Hopefully you have a good rest of the day wherever you are, and I see you on my next video. Thank you. Bye.